your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Now here's Markkanen. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Over in the corner, Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Over, done. Conley's shot is off. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And there's the pass to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. Passes to Foncecchio. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Conley, the pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
The open look here for Sexton. Gobert pulls it in.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Count it.
And Dunn is spectacular on the drive, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots, too.
Down low, Conley takes it off the glass.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Sexton. Michael Conley making his last shot.
He's led the league in blocks before. No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. Mark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Here's Dunn. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Dunn passes to Collins. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
And he nails the third. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Oh, here's Edwards. Lets it fly. Second chance shot. From outside the arc. They get the rebound.
Nice job by Gobert finishing the play through the bump.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
So a moment now to see the story for Karl Anthony Towns. Over to the wing. Back to Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Collins. Over Gobert. The Jazz with another miss.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The game now all time.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
Dunn looking over the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Markkanen against Towns. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Not many ways to avoid Gobert when he's on you. I mean, that's what makes him so tough.
Towns, the pass to Edwards. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Edwards got his second bucket of the game to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Gobert with the block. Edwards gets to Conley. Back to Edwards. Out to the right wing. And Edwards with the stop.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Dunn. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Sexton. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Inside, here's Towns. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Utah calls timeout. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Minnesota on D. 6-point lead. Conley against Dunn. Back to Markkanen. Outside for Sexton. Stolen by Conley. McDaniels with the ball. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Sexton with it. Picked up by Edwards. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Edwards with the stop.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Jazz trail by 10. And here is Dunn. The pass to Fontecchio. The Jazz with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Dunn. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Sexton against Edwards. he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 10 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Sexton. Still scoreless. Outside Collins. For 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 12.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now, here's Collins. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Back to Dunn. And there's the drive. Basket counts. 6 points for Chris Dunn. Here is Edwards. 12 points for him. Out to the right wing. Now, here's McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Such a wide open look. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 6. Outside, Markkanen. Unable to get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fontecchio passes to Dunn. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And, Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Edwards following the miss by Chris Dunn. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Collins. He has 5. Sexton against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley the pass to Edwards. There's McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. McDaniels got 11.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return. you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Malcolm Markkanen is out there with Dunn. Then it's George. And it's Kessler in at the center. That free throw good for Markkanen. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Here's Hendricks. Michael Conley making his last shot. Passes it to Kessler. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left wing. A baseline J. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Out to Conley from downtown. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Edwards with the stop.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's George. After the basket by Minnesota. Here's Hendricks. The shot's good on the assist by George. Hendricks has got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Conley dishes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fires it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Clarkson kicks to Markkanen. Back to Clarkson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now, here's Clarkson. He had 19 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Edwards passes to Towns. Stolen by Markkanen. It's stolen by Edwards. To the inside. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Hendricks. McDaniels defending. Kessler passes to Clarkson. Gobert with the block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
2 points. That one goes. Edwards got 30. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the basket by Utah. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got 32 points in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's George. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Edwards with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up. And finished off by McDaniel.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Clarkson on the wing. Good on the 3-point shot. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
To the wing right side. Hendricks can't get it to go. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Towns with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Hendricks. He has 7. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with it. George picks him up. Conley the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. Charity stripe shot. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Conley. Edwards got 34.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday. Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Collins is checked in. Now George. Clarkson with the ball. The Jazz again can't hit it. Edwards against Clarkson. It's intercepted. To the middle. And George kicks to Clarkson. Over Edwards. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Puts it up from 12. Edwards can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 36. Back to Towns. A 3-ball. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's Clarkson. And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Towns following the bucket by the Jazz. Bounce pass, Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards can't hit. Jazz have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Gobert with the block. Now, here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. Outside Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
One of the best lob partners in the business is Rudy Gobert.
The Jazz shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Clarkson. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Edwards against Clarkson. Left side, Edwards. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. Shoots over Clarkson. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Clarkson. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Clarkson's got 11 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And the Jazz with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Kessler passes to Clarkson. Over Edwards. Clarkson with a terrific move and the bucket. Clarkson's got 13 points in just this quarter. Here's Edwards going inside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson dishes to Collins. Clarkson against Edwards. Clarkson outside. Over Gobert. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here is McDaniel. And that one is good. He's got 15.
What a move by McDaniel, showing the defense how nimble he is.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He had 40 points, 4 steals, and
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, You can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Right wing. Fontecchio, defended by Gobert. Conley against Dunn. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 5th rebound in this one. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. So it's Utah now. Here's Dunn. The layup missed.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Edwards looking it over. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Fontecchio. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Fontecchio's got 6.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Sexton. Pulls from the top of the key. They get it again. Pass to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Collins. He has 5. Here's Sexton. 5 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's McDaniels. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Stolen by Collins. Fontecchio, covered by Conley. And that one's good. Fontecchio. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Inside, here's Conley. Gobert the pass to Conley. Here is Edwards. And he has 42. 4 on the shot clock. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Sexton. Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. And that one misses.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, marking and skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Gobert, up top Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Done against Conley. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Goes up again. Towns trying to get open. And it's laid in by Edwards. Edwards got 44.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 5.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Conley finds Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Edwards against Sexton. Shoots from the high post and all around him that time before dropping in. Edwards got 48. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
Oh, here's Edwards. And Towns throws it down.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
Outdone. He's got 8. Collins with it. Outside, Sexton. Collins trying to break free. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Edwards against Collins. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Pocket 6. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Out to Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. Off target from outside. Utah's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And yes, it's good. Collins has got 9.
Man, that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
And Edwards with the stop.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Collins passes to Sexton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Edwards against Sexton. Edwards drives in. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The kick out to Towns. The 17-footer goes down. And that's 15 points for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Markkanen. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Edwards kicks to Conley. Outside Edwards. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Sexton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
Now, here's George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Olynyk the pass to Sexton. Missed inside. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Sexton against Edwards. Driving in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And Utah making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Now, here's George. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
1:14 left here in the third quarter. To the paint, here's Clarkson. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Clarkson against Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got 56 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
To the right side. Down low. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now here's Edwards. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Edwards. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. And here's Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. He can't hit that time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Timberwolves on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking good at the start of the fourth quarter. Chris Dunn is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Abaji in at the power forward. Now, here's Dunn. And the pass to Fonjekio. Olynyk trying to break loose, and it's Fontecchio missing.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. They're able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Horton Tucker with it, covered by Conley. Horton Tucker, the pass to Abaji. Done against Edwards. To the inside, Olynyk. Gobert with the defensive effort. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Fontecchio. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Now here's Edwards. Overdone. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Jazz shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Passes it to Abaji. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the rejection by Towns.
Big swat right there from Towns, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Edwards inside, defended by Horton Tucker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McDaniel's got 22.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Dunn passes to Olynyk. Here's Horton Tucker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Dunn kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Dunn. Here we are looking around the NBA. Clark, which division do you think is the strongest overall?
I think it's pretty clear, man. You look at that Pacific division out west, you're talking Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Suns. Show me another division that can match that for entertainment value, quality of number of all-stars, and caliber of the teams. That's the one.
Here's Dunn. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Really left alone that time. Horton Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Shoots over Horton Tucker. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now here's Olynyk. Here's Horton Tucker. Off target from three-point range. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Dunn passes to Olynyk. Back to Dunn. Six on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Edwards, that's good.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA. That's a shot you need to have.
Here's Dunn. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Fontecchio. Another miss by Utah. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Edwards does not back down. Even if it means taking physically hard contact, he's fearless.
We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Can't connect from short range. That one good for 2. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 27 rebounds. Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Dunn passes to Olynyk. Here's Horton Tucker, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And it's Fontecchio missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be.
And got it! Another basket.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Boy, Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
Outside Edwards. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Here's Dunn. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Olynyk the pass to Horton Tucker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Edwards. Good, nice job down low.
It seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
I'm at a loss for words. Greg, his has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone. Again, what an avalanche.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is...
Another bucket! Wow!
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Shot from 16. That shot no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Utah. He kicks to Olynyk. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That's his fourth foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 put him in a rough, tough spot.
Abaji the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Over Conley. Here's Olynyk. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Count that one.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And the Jazz making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Edwards. Kicks it to McDaniels. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Horton Tucker.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling